Whoa! This is the Illusion, reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm heading down to a Malibu City Council meeting. After a 4-month hiatus, I have to go back in because our mayor is pandering to the Chinese, dude. I'm an American, man. I may be a spiritual being and not really part of any of this whole rigmarole, but every now and then you have to stand up for your fellow citizenry, man. And America is being sold out to the Chinese and the multinational corporations. And you know, I don't really talk about it much in the Illusion deal, but man, I don't dig it. And I know my Constitution, and I know my Bill of Rights, and I know half the reason this country's in so much trouble is because we don't participate. So I'm going down to City Hall to tell the mayor and the city council that it is absolutely unacceptable to pander to the Chinese, man. Because it's just not happening on my watch, man. No way.
Good evening, council members. Welcome to your mayoralship, Lou. I'm stoked. You know, I think you actually care about Malibu, which is a good thing, and I think you're actually a leader. Kind of a little hinky on the first decision, but what can we do? You know, the GMO thing, that's a good one to get right behind, because that's important, and so is reaffirming our U.S. Constitution, our state constitution. But let's get to it. We just had Scholar Peak belittled for potential leadership faux pas, and Laura Rosenthal, I don't buy what everyone else says. I think you did a terrible job as our mayor. I don't think you led us during the Lagoon project. I think you ramrodded lights down our throat. If we live up in the view shed of the high school, you single-handedly have belittled us by shoving those lights down our thing. And then let's get to it. Joan, you mentioned that Tibet is watching what's going on in the city of Malibu. Why are we pandering to the Chinese? I watched that 4-minute interview you did with the Chinese television. That was disgraceful. The city of Malibu is not going to placate to the Chinese, man. I want to know who picked up your ticket there. You talked about how sweet Beijing was and what a big city it was. That was reprehensible what you did on that interview. And I'm glad it's out there on the public record, because that is who you were as a mayor. Someone who just bent over to the Chinese and took Malibu with it. No way. China has got a horrible human rights record. That they're invading the Tibetans, they're eradicating their culture, they've gotten terrible human rights issues, and we're downwind from them. So when you go over and just, oh, China, 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 that is not what a mayor is supposed to do. A mayor is supposed to reaffirm that we do not approve of what China does to its population, its environment, and the Tibetans. It's absolutely disgraceful that you would get up on whatever that interview was and actually post it up there. That was not what a mayor is supposed to do. We are not in China. China is not the Malibu way of life. We live in America, and I don't know what the deal is with China, man. I'm not happy about it. John, I'd like you to kind of clarify it. Rumor is there's some sort of ties with China. Maybe you should clarify it, man. Not stoked at all. This little move you pulled, publicly disgracing Scholar Peak. You know the guy who made that complaint has been fired from his post up at Pavilions and has a history of YouTube hassling of people up at the market. All he did was wear a Speedo, and you belittle him publicly. Shame on you, Laura.